The Supreme Court in Ohio has decided to uphold a state order that essentially led to the shutdown of the one and only abortion clinic left in the state. Now, in a 5-2 ruling, the High Court upheld a state order shuttering Capital Care of Toledo, the Northwest Ohio city's last abortion clinic, in a decision the facility is expected to appeal. So this case could make it to the Supreme Court. I don't know how well it would do in the Supreme Court considering our latest Supreme Court justice, but in this particular case, in the state of Ohio, justices say that the clinic violated a requirement because it no longer had a valid patient transfer agreement. This is something that we've seen in a lot of red states where Republican lawmakers will pass laws that essentially force these abortion clinics to have hospital admitting privileges. And if you're in a red state, oftentimes the hospitals themselves happen to be a little conservative, so they won't grant those contracts to the abortion clinics. Now, this is all done on purpose to shut down the clinics. Let's keep it real. The restrictions mandated that clinics' long required transfer agreements be with local hospitals and also barred public hospitals from providing them. So not only did the clinic have to have the hospital admitting privileges, they had to have the hospital admitting privileges under very strict and specific circumstances. To give you more information, after the Republican-controlled state legislature opted to outlaw transfer agreements with public hospitals, Capital Care went out of state negotiating its required agreement with the University of Michigan Health System in Ann Arbor. After they had done that, though, legislators responded by passing a new law, this one setting a mileage limit on emergency care that Ann Arbor, at 52 miles away, was too far to meet.
See, that last part's really important because that goes to show you that them saying, no, I just want it to be safe and healthy is a total lie. What does that have to do with a weird mileage limit on how far the hospital is? No, you passed that because you wanted to make sure that every single clinic in Ohio was shut down. This is a way of circumventing the law. The law is you're allowed to have an abortion in this country. Well, Republicans don't like that law. As usual, they're against the rule of law. So they pass other pieces of legislation circumventing what is considered the law of the land and doing something that the Supreme Court has ruled very clearly is unconstitutional. For the guys claiming to care about the Constitution and the rule of law, there they go again, making sure that they circumvent it. Look, the only thing I'll give them credit for is they fight. The Democrats almost never fight for their constituents, and the Republicans will do everything and anything to make sure that they win on an issue, even if it is crystal clear that what they're doing is in circumvention of the law and the Constitution.
Well, based on the Supreme Court ruling back in the 1970s regarding abortion, there shouldn't be any undue burden when it comes to obtaining an abortion. And if you don't have an abortion clinic in the state of Ohio because of the fact that they've made these ridiculous arbitrary laws that make no sense, well then it leads to an undue burden. So we'll see how this plays out.
There's no question they're doing it on purpose. There is one way to prevent it. Stop voting for Republicans. If you're pro-choice, if you're pro-life, yeah, okay, I get it why you're animated by them. But if you're pro-choice like 2/3 of the country, well, this is what Republicans are gonna do, and they're gonna try to take your rights away. They do it every time, and this is Kasich. He's supposed to be the moderate Republican. Does that look moderate to you? What you just watched was one of the videos that we do today, but we actually do a whole 2-hour show every single day. It's a podcast. You could watch it in video or listen to it as audio. You can download it, you can stream it, and you get it completely ad-free if you could become a member of the Young Turks. TYTnetwork.com/join.